Hey everyone, welcome back to Broken's Garage. Today we're going to show you how to change a fuel pump in a 91 Squarebody Suburban. This is an R1500. It's probably the same for the V1500. It's a 91. It's probably the same at least 87 through 91. You just got to get in there and look. Now you might be wondering, what size gas tank do I have? Unless you have a bunch of numbers in the glove compartment that you get to decode, you're not going to know. Well, LMC has a thing so you can get the measurements of the tank if you go to buy a replacement tank. So it'll tell you what size it is. The 25-gallon tank, I think, was like 28 and something by 28 and something by 10. And the next size up, which is like a 31 or something, was 28 something by 12. And then this one is the 40-gallon. That's 28 by 35 by like 13 or something. Now what I did was I measured from the crease over there all the way to this edge, and it was 35. This edge to this edge. Hey, I need that back. I couldn't really measure the up and down, but sure. I mean, it looks pretty big. It's fine. So none of the other ones were 35. Even if I only measured the tub here, it was more than 28. It was like 30 from here to here. Not even counting the pinch seams. So, yeah, it's got to be the 40-gallon tank. So now I know to order the fuel pump for the 40-gallon tank. Now this is the one that I went with. This number also went for a Spectre as well. Yeah, funny, right? It looks similar to the top of mine. There was another one that they said that this one didn't fit mine. And there was another one that they said did fit, but these were shorter. And I was like, I looked at mine and I could see they're definitely longer on mine. So I'm just going to assume it's this one. Make sure that this wire is plugged in and not just sitting next to it. We went up getting the first fuel pump and it wasn't even attached. It was just sitting next to it. So always double check, make sure everything looks good before you put it in, because you never know what somebody else may or may not have done. You might be thinking, didn't you just change that fuel pump? And the answer is yes, you are correct. Is there something wrong with it? Maybe. The fuel gauge doesn't work. I mean, it does. It just says it's 1/8 of a tank. I put 10 gallons of gas in a 40-gallon tank. Now, I'm not the best at math, but I am pretty sure that is more than 1/8 of a tank. But I don't know. Like I said, crunch the numbers. You guys will know. And then there's another problem. While it's running, you can hear this zzz sound, this buzzing sound. You know, like the power lines, how you can hear that sometimes. Now, I can't hear it, but anybody outside, they can hear it. I guess it's their problem, not really my problem, but it shouldn't do that. I know it's a cheap pump, but it ain't that cheap. On the plus side, though, this is fixed. No more psh. Yeah. Now, there's not supposed to be pressure in there. I know. I've already checked the purge valve. It was good. The charcoal canister seems fine. I don't know why it's got pressure. We're going to figure that out maybe eventually. We did fix that. Don't know how, but it's fixed. So I'll probably break that again somehow. Now, I knew there was going to be problems with that pump when we got it. The box was slightly damaged, but they did such a good job taping it back up. I figured we were in the clear. I mean, look at this. Look at this tape job. I mean, that's craftsmanship right there. Look at it. You can hardly even tell that they taped it. I mean, it looks practically brand new. And I mean, they left at least a couple bubbles unpopped, but most of it was popped. So I knew there was a problem, but they assured me it was good, you know. O'Reilly's, they assured me it was good to go. Yeah. So I ordered another pump. We're going to swap it out. This pump came in a much nicer box. It's not all tore. It's not damaged. They even left the bubble wrap unpopped. That's awesome. But it has greasy fingerprints all over the box. Now, we all know that's never a good sign when you see greasy fingerprints all over a brand new box. But they assure me this one's good too. We're going to find out. Now we're going to go a little bit different. We're going to try a transmission jack this time. Never used it. Don't know anything about it. Borrowed it from a friend. He assures me it will make the job easier. I don't think he knows who's actually doing the job. And it's me. Like, I'm doing the job, so. So we're going to get in here and get started because honestly, I'm tired of walking around the vehicle. And we're going to see exactly what I can hopefully not break today. Now to the checklist. We got to take off the ground strap. And don't forget to relieve the pressure if you have it. Mine used to have pressure. It doesn't anymore because we fixed it. We're awesome like that. I'm probably going to break it again. I don't know how I fixed it. So I'm probably going to unfix it. But you guys get to watch me do that. So then you can point out what I did. And don't forget to disconnect your filler neck. Make sure you cut any zip ties. And over there, make sure that you disconnect the fuel pump. Now, if you remember, my bolts are two different sizes. I get like a 5/8 and 11/16 on this side. And then that side over there is a 1/2 inch and 9/16 because somebody likes to play and not put the same bolts back in. Now, I know you don't need to see this. I mean, we all know how to disconnect the filler neck. Well, maybe. I don't really know. I just kind of guess. I make it up as I go. It's usually, point at stuff. But there you go. Where is it at? Good job. Unscrewing these, by the way, not taking them off. See, this one just slides right off. Nice and easy. Simple. I can even shove it there already. There we go. Done and out of the way. This big guy right here. This is the annoying one because it doesn't want to move. So if you guys got any tips on how to get these off easier, like, let me know because I could use it. I just got to do the usual screwdriver in it, get to the edge here and pry and pull. Now, if you have really rusty stuff, you're going to want to really spray them before doing this. Luckily, mine's not rusty, so. But I already have the gas tank supported. I don't know if you can see it. We got to disconnect these lines. As you can see, I marked the middle one with an M going, hey, middle. I don't know if it matters or not, if you need to know, but mine particularly are 3/4 and 5/8 for the wrenches. The center one, the middle one that I marked, was basically finger tight. So I don't know if that was helping anything or not. We got it down. It was successful. We got it down. That's all I'm going to say. I have absolutely no idea how to use that transmission jack. So I was learning as I was going. One problem though is at the end, it's still too tall. Like, I don't know how tall I'm supposed to have this, but like, unless I plan on putting it up in the sky, that didn't really help. So we still had to use the other jack to articulate to slide it off. And then we had to take it off that jack to get it out from under the vehicle. Yeah, pretty lame. Personal note, I'm gonna get a vacuum real quick. Just give me a second. Might as well suck some of that up too. We definitely don't want to add extra stuff to the tank. All right. Okay, let's take it together. It doesn't look bad. Okay, out. It looks all there. It looks all attached. I don't see anything that says it's loose or not. It seems crimped tight enough. So now to compare it to the other one to see. Let's take a peek in here. Actually, it looks pretty good in here. Oh yeah. I don't know, well, you guys can see it. It's nice and pretty in there. Really good condition. I'm very surprised. Now looking at them side by side. Now remember, according to like O'Reilly's and stuff, this does not fit this vehicle. But I looked at these and I was like, I think it's this one. So I got two different ones. I think it's this one. But while looking at them, they look the same. This one's bigger than this one. The same there. That one's bigger than that one. I mean, I guess I could get a nut or something and find out. But like the arms look different. But that doesn't matter. On this one, it's more this way. And on the other one, it's more straight. So this would actually be like right here. But it doesn't look like it's going to hit anything down there. So I don't think it's a problem. I can see that these old O-rings are junk. So even if I did use it still, I'd have to change that out. And I think that's the SK18's part number. They're like $3. Everything looks fine. I did notice though that this wire's a little wiggly. The other one's not, but this one's wiggly. I don't know if that affects anything or not, but it could. If it's got a loose connection, it could cause it to not work as efficient as it should. But otherwise, I mean, they look the same. I measured from here to the top there, and they were both the same length, like 11 3/4. So I personally think it's the same one. The plug-in looks the same too. 2-wire and then 2-wire. So, and this is what was in it. I don't know if that matters. I'm assuming it's the direct replacement, even though they said it doesn't fit. It's even got new little O-rings in there I don't need. I have no idea what these are. So drop it in the comments. If you know what these little clips are that come with it, let me know, because I don't know what those are. But new O-ring, new lock, nut, I guess, washer, nut thing. New locker, sure. We already checked these O-rings here. They look good. Now, let's see if we can get you an angle. I don't know if we can. Okay. See the swing arm down there? It's got plenty of space. Should not be touching that plastic box. You see it down there? Can you get that swing arm to move it all, babe?
Am I anywhere close?
There you go. See? Yep. Okay. So it's not touching anything. It should be perfectly fine. Don't forget your brass punch. Now you can use something plastic. You can use plastic or styrofoam. I mean, I don't care. Use wood. Wood's probably fine. Whatever doesn't make sparks. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. I mean, you can wrap it with your underwear. Whatever doesn't make it spark. Good. Yep. Make sure. There's going to be one that's not. But as you see, it's locked all the way in right there. Well, it's back in. Got it primed up. No leaks. All done. But it primes like it's supposed to, and then sometimes it stays making a horrific sound.
Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
So I'm sure this is also junk, you know. Awesome O'Reilly's parts, man. $140 or $50 for that pump, and it's a piece of crap. So guess what I get to do? I get to drop the tank again and do it again. At least in the long run, we showed you what not to do. I might as well just order it off Amazon and paid $59 and I could have the same problems. But what would I know? You know, what would I know? Now come on. You didn't think I was going to leave it like that, did you? This is a happy story. We changed the pump again for the third, fourth, or fifth, sixth, I don't know, a lot of times. It went extremely smooth. We used a transmission jack again, and this time I just laid underneath the vehicle with it, and I adjusted it while holding the tank on the trans jack, and it worked fantastic. So definitely recommend that. We put the old assembly back in, but with a new pump. So it's still a precision pump. There's nothing I can do about that. And it seems to be great. There's no funny sounds. It's not humming. It's not buzzing outside the vehicle while it's running. It seems to be great. But that pressure in the tank is back. So I'm assuming that the vent off that assembly is plugged and it's not venting properly. So I'm going to try blowing some compressed air back through it. I'll pop the cap off first though, to see if I can get rid of any sort of clog that might be there and get it working. Otherwise I'll just have to go with the new pump, you know, the new assembly. And this time I'll order the Delphi, but I'm going to get it from Summit Racing because it seems to be the cheapest and it looks closest to mine, including the float and the articulation of it, the way it looks. It doesn't look like a plastic float like the other ones. It looks different. So plus, you know, I've never had issues with their parts, and I've ordered parts for various vehicles over the years, so hopefully they would be fine. But if I was going to do that, that's what I'd do. If you enjoyed this video, hit a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, feedback, anything at all. It kind of lets me know if I'm going in the right direction or not. You know, I kind of need that extra assistance. We've established I'm not